Joshua found
a deer antler.
Yep. Where'd you find it, Joshua?
By the gate where the burn pile is.
Yeah.
The old one. Yeah. We found this laying on the ground.
Nice. How many points does it have?
1, 2, 3.
Very nice.
This one does not count. It's not 1 inch.
It's not 1 inch. All right. That's a good find. You guys gonna go look for some more?
Yeah, we're gonna look for more to the west and the east.
There you go. Good luck.
Welcome back to Part-Time Weekly Ranchers. We have a lot of work to do today. Let's get to it.
Good morning. Another beautiful day out here at the ranch, and as Joshua said, there's a lot of work to get done this weekend. It's actually Friday, the first Friday in March. The kids are out of school. They got a teacher work day, so I brought them out here. Jen will be joining us here in a little bit. She had an errand to do in town, so she'll be here probably around lunchtime. So it'll be just me and the kids this morning doing a couple of things. Major project we want to get accomplished today is I'm going to put the blade on the skid steer and try to use it as a dozer, a mini dozer, and smooth out the area where we're going to go punch posts, hopefully in a day or so, and I'll walk you through that process. All right, so it's around 10:30, finished moving a bunch of posts, a bunch of 16-foot boards that we had left over from other fence projects onto this side, and now I'm going to try to start to grade and smooth out our fence line with the blade on front of the skid steer. It's not too terribly bad back here, but it's always good if you have the chance before you put a fence up to just go ahead and try to make it as even and as smooth as possible. That'll make things so much easier, one, when you're building fence, and then two, when you are trying to maintain and mow underneath the fence with the barrier mower or anything else. It just makes it a lot easier to work around. The challenge is going to be, if you remember, the old maple was right here. There's a corner. The challenge is always going to be this way, going downhill where it's very uneven terrain, and it would be very, very beneficial to smooth this all out. Here's the first strip that I did, which was from one corner to another corner. I don't know how well you can tell, but it's a little smoother. There's still a couple of minor humps. I had to get out of the skid steer a lot and pick up big old root balls and rocks that were being scraped up by the little dozer blade, but it's a lot better than what it was. I'm hoping you guys can tell. Like I said, it was picking up stuff like this while I was dragging the blade on the ground, but this is way better for us to work on when we're trying to punch posts. It's a little smoother. I graded it, and hopefully I can do the rest of the fence line here today so we can start punching posts tonight, or maybe first thing tomorrow morning. This is what it looks like on the inside of the skid steer while I'm grading with the blade. Right now I'm just trying to grade it, get some of this grass and debris off and on the outside. Then I'll go in the middle, then I'll go on the right. Right now I got the blade turned to the left. You don't have to go so fast, just let the weight of the skid steer do the work for you. And then I'll turn around and push the debris to the right. And all you're trying to do is just fill in the potholes, make it smooth. Just about done. If you recall, there used to be what I called a artillery crater, where we took out that huge black walnut, and it's been filled in, so I'm now just trying to smooth it out, make sure it'd be easy for us to punch posts. But that is gone. It has been filled in with debris and a lot of fill dirt that I was able to get from doing what I'm doing right now, which is just grading. There's a little extra stuff. I'm running over here toward the culvert. There's a little runoff that is dry. So I need to probably fill it in anyways when we start working on this side, but just about done, 95%, and then we'll start punching posts. There's the view. There used to be a huge hole right there where we took out that tree, and it's been filled in and kind of smooth over. So I'll run over a couple of more times with the blade and the skid steer, compact it down, but that should be it. All right, so I finished up clearing the line with the blade on the skid steer. Did those 400 feet on the back side or the north side, and filled in that huge crater hole along with some other holes with some fill dirt just from scraping the ground. Did the one behind me first, and then this. So it is that time. I think we're going to start marking up the 400 feet in the back first, and trying to put the flags out, measuring, going ahead and marking it out to punch posts. This would be the first post fence building that we've done, which is actually pretty late in the season for us, but here we are.
In the evening, we've been just been cleaning all day, and we got the first set of posts done. And one of the problems we are having in the back here is rocks. Big rocks, heavy rocks. And you can see the hole. There's another rock right there, and we had another one over here that we're gonna have to use the, right now, I mean, they're the size we can use the forks on the tractor to pull it out, so I'll show you that, but yeah.
Good morning. Day 2 of our adventure out here. Continuation of punching posts in the back or the north side where we cleared out the fence line and smoothed it all over. We've been out here for about an hour or so. This is our progress. We've laid down a bunch of posts, flagged it out. The posts that have already been punched are the ones that we did yesterday evening just to get a start. We went ahead and mounted a gate this morning, put a string off of that to make sure that we maintained our line, and now it's just the fun part of punching posts, so that way we can go ahead and build fence, put a 4-board oak fence here, hopefully in another month or so, before it gets too hot and before the weeds and the grass and the critters come out and make it not as fun or as pleasant. So this is where we are this morning. The kids are out here somewhere helping us. They've been picking up rocks and trying to help us mount that gate. So I think they're out looking for more deer sheds. So this is where we are. We'll continue the process today, see how far we can get along. we got it done. Punched around 50, 60 posts, the back 400 feet. It's almost lunchtime on Saturday, I want to say, and we were able to mount that gate, punch all these posts. We did have a couple of issues. There's a couple of posts that are a little higher than the rest, and that's because we hit solid rock, but it made it at least a foot and a half down. And then you have the other posts that will support it as well when we put up the fence. So there's a couple of other posts that are a little swaying to the right or to the left because we started hitting rock as well, but overall not too bad. And we got this side done. Move on to the side and see if we can get that done today as well. Conclusion of day 2. So I started out yesterday morning or yesterday afternoon clearing from that corner where the old maple used to be to this corner over here, and then Saturday or today we punched all those posts in the back, put up that fence, and did some other things around the ranch. Just finished up clearing from this corner to that corner over there, and the plan I think is tomorrow morning, Sunday morning, try to punch 2 posts, 1 post right there in the corner, and then a second post there in that corner. And then that way, when we come back, the next time we come back, those 2 posts are already punched in, and then we can just tie string to them, go ahead and measure out our 8 feet, put up our flags, and then lay down our posts, and then do this set. So the next go around, it'll be ready. And then at some point we'll have to start putting up board fence, and then also figure out what to do from that last corner to the corn crib. It gets a little hairy there. There's a little spring in the spring house there that we'll have to probably box in, so we'll figure it out. Quick correction, as Jennifer drives away in the skid steer, we went ahead and punched the 2 posts. She said just go ahead and get it out of the way, so we did that before we headed in, and we encountered a problem. So these are supposed to be about that deep in. They're a little wiggly. We hit some rocks, so we're gonna have to get some bags of concrete, dig around them, and then we'll put some concrete to solidify them. Where our hope is that when we run the set, we don't hit as many rocks, and then that will give it strength to these corner ones. This one's extremely wiggly. So it's not a good thing, but we'll work around it. We do have a drill that if we need to use, we will. Leaving for the weekend. It was a extremely successful weekend. The weather was extremely cooperative this time around. It was in the 60s and 70s on Saturday and the 50s on Friday, so it was absolutely gorgeous. We got a lot done. Heading back with the doggies. Jen is taking the kids home, so we'll see what happens next time. We'll be back hopefully in a couple of weeks. Got plenty of projects to do, so until then, we keep on fighting time and Mother Nature.
For Part-Time Weekend Rancher Quiz, we are doing a joke. The joke is, when you see a blue elephant, what do you do? The next video is where the answer comes up. Put the answer you think is correct in the comments below. Goodbye!